Okay. What's up, you guys? Welcome to my YouTube channel.
Okay, guys, we're back. Did you miss us? Because we missed you.
It's giving Kardashians. But anyways, I've been like struggling to get a proper angle for the past, I don't know, 20 minutes. So I'm really hoping that this angle is okay because I ain't filming this again. But yeah. Hi guys, welcome to an outlet with yours truly, with Zaytu. I know it's been a minute. Let's not even get into it because life happens. Life has been happening, but yeah, let's hope I'm gonna be back for a while. Let's get this sankwamba, let's get this bachata, let's get this. Let's get this sankwamba, let's get this burrata, let's get this bread. Let's song. Period. So for today's video, I am going to be summarizing 2023, but in terms of habits, I think, or things that I've learned in 2023. I went through a lot in 2023 and a lot of mindset shifts and changes, I think. All these years, I thought I was healing. I wasn't. I was just sad all the time. I'm joking. But yeah, so I went through a lot of mindset shifts. I also not went through as such, but I also got to a space where I not only I stopped blaming people. I didn't stop blaming people as such, but I started taking accountability as well for certain things that have happened in my life and certain spaces that I've found myself in, I guess. Why am I not anxious as I'm filming this? Why? I think also it's because I started venting to myself on my recorder. Like I record every time I have a thought. I take my recorder and I started recording my thoughts. So maybe that's why. But obviously, of course, we're back with the journal. And yeah, I only wrote 8 because I want this to be as short as possible, I guess. I only wrote the ones that came to mind in that moment. And as the year goes or as life goes, then we'll add more to the list, honestly. But number 1 says, I spent the year 2023 learning and unlearning so many things. Boundaries, having fluffy boundaries, people take advantage, and then passive aggressive. I forgot what thought I had when I wrote passive aggressive, but in terms of boundaries, I am so proud of myself. I am so proud of myself because I used to have extremely sloppy boundaries. I, I used to allow people to tell me what they think of something, of me, and then take it and be like, oh, okay, then that should happen that way. Like, for example, saying no, like a straight flat no. My no comes with explanations. My no comes with T's and C's. My no comes with a lot of guilt. And that is something that I really am actively working on. I don't want to be perceived as mean to certain people. I think not to everybody. If you think I'm mean, I'm okay with that, to be honest. But yeah, certain things like saying no when I speak about boundaries, or when when I would when people would ask me something and then I'd say I'd do something and then afterwards I'd explain why I do that. Why I gotta explain to you? I don't even know you like that. We're not even friends like that. Why am I explaining to you? You get me? So it's certain stuff like that. But I must say I have improved a lot. A lot. Like, judging from where I was in the past, I have gotten better with my sloppy boundaries. And yeah, also I also I also discovered that I used to be a people pleaser. Since we're talking about boundaries, I always used to hear people say, I used to be a people pleaser. And I'd just be like, me? People pleasing me? No, never that. I used to be a people pleaser, especially in high school. Ugh. I used to get myself in situations, in places and environments. I used to say certain stuff. I used to do certain things because I was a people pleaser. And I don't know how to explain it, but it wasn't because I wanted to be liked, or it was peer pressure or any of that. I don't know how to explain where my like peeping peeping my people pleasing habits stem from. So yeah. And then number two, I think at the beginning of this video I mentioned that all these years I thought I was healing. I thought I was healing. I really thought I was healing. I was not. I really was not healing. I've always known that healing is uncomfortable and it's not linear, and yeah, and all of those things. But before I started like healing as I am now, I viewed healing as, I don't want to say moving on from things. I think like I would get into my depressive ruts or states, and then I'd get to a place where I'm better, and I'd think I'm healing. Maybe you're not healing unless you're working through those emotions. You're not healing until those emotions come up here, and you need to face why you're feeling like that, where it stems from, where it began. Last year, traumas that my brain, I think, is the word suppressed. Um, those traumas resurfaced. I almost died. When those traumas resurfaced, I was so done. But I managed to um, work through some of them, and I'm still actively working through some of them. The healing journey, because how ka fela tseleng, you're not moving. You're gonna be stagnant. You're not moving backwards. You're not moving forward. You're just there, standing in the middle. You get me? So yeah, that's number two. Number two is healing. And then number three is my atomic habits. I think you guys have heard about the book Atomic Habits. I I have not read the full book. I had it on my phone, but unfortunately, because I am actively training my brain to stop consuming so much screen time, I can no longer read books on my phone, and that is devastating. That is really devastating. It's really, really hard. But yeah, I have not read the full book. And when I started my Atomic Habits, I had not like heard about the book and the concept of the book, and then I heard the king about the book, and I thought, oh, this is what I'm doing. This is what I am teaching myself. So basically, the concept of Atomic Habits is practicing small impacts that will eventually what is this? Eventually, like create a domino effect in your life. Small things like waking up every day and making your bed immediately. Small things like ensuring that you keep a tidy room, or your res apartment or whatever, all the time. Small things like waking up and taking a walk every single day. Small things like sleeping at a certain time every day. Small things like I don't know, but yeah, different. My atomic habits are not gonna be like your atomic habits. My atomic habits are we sleep. I have to by 9 p.m. I have to be sleeping, because I know I am an insomniac, and if I sleep later than that, then all of the because when I'm awake, I kid you not, I'm probably on my phone or I'm watching TV. So when I sleep late, I don't have time to clear my head. Like sometimes when I'm sleeping, I still see in my head, I see a vision like of myself scrolling through Twitter, especially if I've been on Twitter the whole day. You get me? Another habit is brushing my teeth every night before bed. Please don't come in my comments and talk about, hey, our parents taught us to, hey, my mom taught me to brush my teeth twice a day and to bath twice a day. I never did that because Nike numbers. um I think everyone needs to get to a certain stage where they make decisions for themselves, and yeah, that's just me. Another atomic habit of mine is, if I leave the house, I have to bath again before getting into my bed, because I keep I'm so sorry, I'm speaking a lot of vernac, and I know English people speaking, huh? English, mm-mm, English English speaking English speaking people, English speaking people watch my videos. I'm really sorry about that. And then also, which is something that is part of number three for me, is I stopped negative self-talk. I used to speak very negative things into my life. I knew that it was wrong, but if you see something happening, like all the time, all the time, all the time, then you think that things are supposed to be like that. And that is not the case at all. I started speaking positively over my life. Yeah. And even now, I almost fell into the trap of speaking rubbish over my life again. But I'm trying. I'm still working on it. I am still moving through it. And yeah. So for financial responsibility. In December, my mom, my mom, we're just chilling, right? I think I was doing her hair, and she looks at me and she says, "Chot that guy," and I'm like, "What do you mean, girl?" And she says, "No, where's your money?" And I said, "I don't have money," and she says, "Where's your money?" And I said, "I don't have money." Like, she was so flabbergasted. She was shocked. She said, "I thought you were saving it." I said, "I thought I was saving too. I thought I was saving, but I was not saving." I am trying to teach myself to be more financially responsible. Ha ke batle hore ka airtime ka app ebilane app eo ya Capitec ka re ka e delete. I write things down, my expenses, the amount that I want to save, and financial responsibility is something that is really hard. It requires discipline, um, especially if you do not come from a financially stable home. It is difficult for you to be financially responsible, because you are so used to, like, you're used to living paycheck to paycheck. You get me? Because the people around you live paycheck to paycheck. All this is about, I really want to get to a place in my life where I do not live paycheck to paycheck. I want multiple streams of income. I really do. So yeah, that's something that I'm working on. Number five is, I learned more about my mental health. Not specifically about my mental health, but about mental health in general, which is like some of the things I'm gonna be sharing with you guys. I'm still obviously actively learning. Mental health is such a broad concept. It's something that is so big, and I think the more we learn about the things that people have written down about mental health, then we can counter certain things, and we can help ourselves or each other more. I think that's really, really important. The simplest thing, like, I didn't know this, and but I realized that it's something that happens. Apparently, you are not supposed to say you are feeling an emotion that you are not feeling. And I used to do this a lot. I'd say stuff like, "I'm so sad," but I wasn't sad. I just didn't know what I was feeling. And the closest emotion that I knew, or the closest emotion that linked to what I was feeling was sadness. You get me? So yeah. So in like when I explained that in more depth, I saw a video of this girl, and she was just doing like a little story time, and she said she was talking to her best friend over the phone, and as she's talking to her best friend is on Google, typing out like a number of emotions and their definitions. And then she thought she was feeling upset, she thought she was feeling sad, and then her therapist said, that's not how you're feeling. And so she had this conversation with her best friend, and then she said, I felt humiliated. And then she said the definition of humiliated, and she said, that's how I feel. And you would think, because the thing is, let me tell you something, I think people don't know the meanings of words. And when I say people, I mean myself included. Because if that lady had not read the definition of that word, I would not have understood why she would say she was feeling humiliated. You get me? So, guys, you need to be learned people. I think that's one of the things that I want for myself as well, guys. So yeah, that's five, and we're on six, right? So friendships. Ooh, my cup was very empty in 2023. It was so empty that I could not pour into my friends at all. I don't know how many social media breaks I took in 2023. I don't know how many times I disappeared on my friends. I don't know how many times I didn't text them back. I could not. I did not have the capacity to pour into anyone, and therefore I disappeared. So me disappearing really took a toll on my friendships with if all of my friends, but with some of them it took like such a toll on the friendship that we stopped being friends, I guess. I don't know, man. I'm still trying to navigate my friendships. I'm trying to be more intentional. I am trying to refill my cup so that I can pour into them. And I'm also, as all of this is happening, I'm also explaining what is going on so that they understand. So I don't disappear like last year when I didn't explain what was going on, because at the time I also didn't know what was going on. I feel like I'm speaking very fast. Why? Why am I speaking so fast? But yeah, that's how I feel. And then yeah, seven. Stop thinking people think about you, because they don't. They don't. I realized I used to project. I used to project. Like sometimes I'll be walking. I dress a certain way. Okay, like I want to be the star of the show. I want to be iconic. Do you like? I dress a certain way. I think for me, one of the main reasons why I used to think people care about me, or I think people care about me sometimes, because it is something that is really hard to let go of, is that when like from primary school, I think I used to get like I used to hear things like ooh papa ooh o rata drama hle, o rata attention, because of the type of person that I am, because I'm a creative, because I want to dress a certain type of way, because I'm trying to be iconic. You get me? But it doesn't matter, even if they do think about you. But there's a Photoshop. No, they're not.
Better Pambanen.
Start that business, learn how to do nails or whatever. Even when I wanted to learn how to do nails because I want to be a DIY girly, one of the first thoughts that came into my mind was ooh, but what because those were the thoughts that I was having myself. Being projector sana su projector, do that thing that you want to do. Life is so short. It is too short for you to not do that thing that's gonna make you money, or that thing that's gonna make you happy. Money before happiness, though. I'm just saying. And then seven, eight. I mean, we're on eight. Stop holding on to the past. I hoard, and I hoard people and experiences. I really do find it difficult to let go of people because of the potential that we have, the potential relationship, the potential friendship that we have. So that is something that I'm really, really actively working on. Something happened recently where I decided to delete that person's number because I realized Uguti, there's no need for that person to be on my phone in the first place. Um, Excuse me. I think also what contributes to that is the thought or the notion, I think, as black people, that we have Yoguti, you need people to survive. So there are certain people I think that I have on my phone that I think maybe one day I'm gonna need this person. But me knowing myself, even if I need you, I'm not even gonna text you, bruh. So why are you on my phone? You get me? But anyways, that's it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching. If you're still here and you loved it, please